IT, forging IT security experts. Secure Ninja.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia Webb with SecureNinjaTV. I am conducting a very special interview today with Jennie Lamere. She is a 17-year-old hackathon winner at a recent hackathon in Boston. Jennie, thank you so much for speaking with us.
Thanks for having me.
Definitely. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Very well, thank you. And school is out for the summer,
Yep.
which is awesome. You're a 17-year-old senior about to graduate.
Yep.
And you recently won a hackathon. Tell us about this hackathon.
Yeah, it was the Hill Holiday TVnext hackathon, and I went to it a few weeks ago, and I made this hack called TVO, and I competed against 85 other people, and I ended up winning the whole thing, which is super exciting.
Grand prize. Awesome. Now, TVO.
Yep.
Tell us how you got the name for that.
It's TiVo for Twitter, so it's a way to kind of record tweets of TV shows that you plan on watching later, and avoiding the spoilers until you watch it.
So your inspiration for this hack came from an actual real world problem?
Yeah, I follow a lot of stars of my favorite TV shows on Twitter, so a lot of different shows have been spoiled for me before.
So you're watching the show and then you're seeing your Twitter feed and you're like, oh no, I didn't need to know that.
Yeah, if I'm on Twitter before I watch the show, if I'm not planning on watching it live.
Okay. So what was the competition like? Everyone came up with something and kind of demoed it and they just chose what was the most clever?
Yeah, so there was different categories. So I think there were 5 other people in my category, or 5 other groups. And so we all presented, and then they picked the winner of each group, and then the next day, the 5 of us went against each other, and that was about 500 people voted via Twitter on that, and I won that as well.
Nice. Now going into this, did you ever imagine that you might win the whole thing?
Oh no, I was hoping to get maybe just a small prize, just walk away with something. So to win the whole thing is just crazy.
Now, Jennie, the thing that I'm sure everybody's talking about is that you are actually the only female in this competition. Is that correct?
Hmm.
So what is it like being in this male-dominated sort of hobby and doing so well at it? How is that received?
I think it's incredible, and I think that a lot of different girls that I've talked to said that it's like helped them to know that they can kind of do this stuff too. But I think like as far as hackathons go, I've only had like a positive experience, and I don't think I've been treated negatively because I'm a girl ever.
That's good. Yeah, that's what I would think. It would be like, oh wow, she's, winning the competition and she's a girl. It's awesome. And you were also one of the youngest, is that correct?
Yeah, I think I was the youngest by a few years.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of young hackers out there, but to actually be doing great things and creating, new hacks at such a young age is definitely awesome.
Yep.
So can you show us what you've created a little bit and kind of walk us through it?
So, if this was what my news feed looked like, say Dance Moms was on, then just
Hmm.
at the top, I would just write Dance Moms, and I would hit record. And all of the tweets that are talking about Dance Moms are just blacked out, so I can't read what it says. And when I'm ready to sit down and watch the show, I just hit stop and then play, and then the tweets will come down like that.
Excellent. So they come back kind of in real time.
Yeah.
So exactly how did you create this? How did you script it all?
So I wrote it. It's powered by Grease Monkey. So it's only about 150 lines of code, and I wrote it in JavaScript.
So tell us a little bit about the background. How did you get into hacking? I know your father is involved, but we'll let you.
Yeah, so I just kind of started tagging along with him to different hackathons, and every time I went, I would just kind of do more and more until finally I was able to work on my own project. I just love being able to be like, oh, it'd be so cool if someone could do this, and then just being able to make something for myself.
That is awesome. I bet he's so proud,
Yeah,
needless to say. And he's a big hacker himself, isn't he?
yeah.
What are some of the things that he's created?
He's he's done Infinite Gangnam Style, which will play Open Gangnam Style endlessly, but in different ways every time, which I think is always a funny one to do. And we did one together where you put in like the start and end locations for a road trip, and then artists you like, and it will come up with a trip for you based on where artists are touring at the time.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
And does he teach you how to do all of the back end? Did he teach you JavaScripting, or did you learn that in school?
Yeah, it was kind of him helping me slash I kind of taught myself during a different hackathon in the fall.
So exactly how and when did you make the jump to doing it yourself after just kind of working with him on it?
Well, the first two I did was working with my dad, and I just kind of did HTML, UI kind of stuff. And then the second two, I worked with my friend from high school. So we kind of worked 50-50 on that. So I really got to learn a lot more, and that's when I started learning about APIs and JavaScript. And then finally, after a few years of taking classes and stuff, this year I did my own hack, and it was pretty short, but it was still pretty challenging.
Nice. Do you have plans for future hacks or future hackathons to attend?
Not not really. I usually just come up with the idea kind of the night before, last minute kind of thing.
Nice. Excellent. Now you are graduating high school this year.
Mhm.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Class of 2013, my gosh. So that's cool. What are your plans for college? Are you going to get into something computer science oriented or?
Yeah, I'm going to the Rochester Institute of Technology for software engineering.
Nice. So you've got it all set up. That is a great school.
Yeah, thank you.
So Tweevo, the winning app, is it actually out there for consumption or is it just your own personal thing that you're keeping to yourself?
Um, I just need to make some tweaks from being demo ready to user ready, but it should be out in a few weeks.
Awesome. Can you tell us what some of the tweaks are going to be?
Yeah, I'm gonna work on getting the replay to be kind of synced with the difference between the different tweets so that those are timed better. And just kind of some UI stuff like fixing the colors from being from my personal um, that go with my own Twitter to working with kind of anyone's Twitter.
Right. So it actually it doesn't just block the show that's actually tweeting, the show that you're watching. It will block if all of your friends are mentioning the show and everybody else who even mentions it?
Yeah, so just anything talking about like dance moms or hashtag dance moms in this case would be blocked up.
Now, where will people be able to actually get it when it is ready?
It'll be available to add it as an extension to either Firefox or Chrome.
So can Tweevo actually be used for other things like events or movies?
Yeah, it'll just filter out whatever keywords you put in and save it for later. So you can put it in. That
Nice.
should work.
Because you know those situations where you just get sick of hearing about a certain thing in the news or a certain
Yeah,
celebrity and you're just like, I don't want to hear about that anymore. Just
yeah,
type in the name and be done with it.
yeah.
That's so cool. Very cool. So is there a particular show that like inspired you the most to create this?
Dance Moms and Pretty Little Liars were the big ones.
Oh, Pretty Little Liars. I used to watch that. Do they ever find out who A is? Is it A?
Yeah, and I actually found out not because I was watching the show, but because I was on Twitter. They said
No.
it was awful.
Wow. And what was it that you won at the hackathon? What was the grand prize?
$2,500.
So, Jenny, are you enjoying all this stardom, all the attention that you're getting by being the 17-year-old female winner of the hackathon? Or are you kind of just like, leave me alone and let me create?
It kind of goes both ways when it's really nice to be able to talk to all these different people that really like my ideas, but at the same time, I kind of just want to enjoy my summer.
So, what advice or words of encouragement would you have for other young women who kind of might want to get into hacking but have just never done so?
I think the best thing for me is I usually partner up with someone that kind of knows a little bit more than I do, so that they can kind of help me out, and then each time I know a little more and a little more. So that's definitely been the most helpful for me.
Definitely. And you think attending these hackathons and conventions and stuff is a good way to learn?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, Jennie, thank you so much for speaking with us. We'll definitely put your hack out there on Twitter when it's officially released to the public. Everyone at home, make sure you like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep in touch with everything we're doing. We'd love to interview Jennie again and see how things are going and see how she's liking RIT and see about her future hacks, because I'm sure they're going to be fabulous as well. So everyone, thanks for watching.
Secure Ninja Shorts are brought to you by SecureNinja.com, a world leader in information security and IT training and certification. Our master instructors will help build you into a highly skilled and marketable security professional. SecureNinja.com, forging IT security experts.